Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the top 5 best budget cards at every position right now here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. What I am considering budget, by the way, is a player who is under about 50,000 MT. Everybody on this list should be attainable for right at, if not very slightly above 50,000 MT. A couple of these guys might be just above 50K, but that's kind of what I'm considering as my threshold for this list. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with the point guard position, number 5 for me is going to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, keep in mind, I'm not using any repeat players in this list, so I got 25 different guys to go through. Going to try to get through them relatively quickly, so this isn't too long of a video. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker, new card from the out of position set. You're going to see a lot of those in the guard spots. He is very nice jump shot, good shooter, good release, good defense, good slasher. Just a well-rounded, very good all-around point guard card. Super duper solid for a super affordable price. Number 4 is going to be Dyson Daniels. Give you size as well as good defense and a nice smooth jumper. Doesn't do much off the dribble. He's not an elite slasher, but he is a good finisher. But his jumper's super nice and he's a great defender. So he certainly provides value at the point guard position. Similarly, Delano Banton at number 3. Maybe this is unpopular to have Banton above Dyson, but I love this Banton card's jumper. His player build is huge. He's 6'8" and he looks all of it, if not even taller than that, and his jumper is super smooth and easy. Also a great slasher. With badges added, this card is a monster. Even without him, he's still really good. Number 2, Alex Caruso. Gives you defense, jump shot, slashing. The jumper's not amazing and the SIGs aren't top tier, but he is a very nice card who does provide a good amount at the point guard position in terms of defense, slashing, and a capable jumper with a little bit of movement. But number 1 for me is this Drew Holiday card. I didn't realize he was this affordable before I started putting together this list, but this card is less than 50K MT now, and I think he's really good. Jumper's great, movement's actually solid, very similar to Caruso defensively as a 6'5" high-level defensive point guard, and he's a capable, if not elite, slasher as well. I really like this card. I think he gives you the most shot creation of anybody on this list while still being a great defensive card, and I think he's a very nice option at the point guard position, which is why he's my number 1 spot on this list. At the shooting guard spot, we're going with Ricky Davis at number 5. Ricky just realistically has the limitation of not being an elite level perimeter defender. He's not a bad defender, but he's just not particularly what I would consider super special defensively. Offensively, Garland dribble style, solid jump shot, great slasher, solid card for sure. But to be fair, this position has gotten a lot of cards recently that are also really, really good options as budget options. Like, for example, out of position Paul Millsap, 6'8" shooting guard, solid jump shot, really well-rounded stat and badge wise, does everything well. He's not insane as a shot creator or a scorer or a shooter, but he is good at everything. And I think he is a very well-rounded, very valuable card. Number 3, similar story. Matas Buzelis, 6'10". Is the jumper perfect? No, but he's got Pro 2 fade. He's a good defender. He's an extremely good slasher with great dunk animations, especially with his size and speed. He's a very good card as well, and I have no issues with him at number 3. Number 2, Jabari Smith Jr. Really good jump shot, Kawhi behind the back. Very, very capable slasher. Not the greatest defensive card in the world, but definitely good. And again, he's also 6'11". Now, player build is one of the smaller 6'11" player builds. I'd say he's closer to 6'10", but he's a very good card nonetheless, and a card that I like a lot. Number 1, though, and this might be unpopular, I'm going Bilal Coulibaly. I love this card. Jumper's awesome. He's 6'10", or sorry, he's 6'8". He's got a good player, but he's got a 7'2" wingspan. He's elite defensively. He's very well-rounded badge-wise, which is something that isn't quite as true about any of these other guys, in my opinion, in terms of how well-rounded he is. Defensively, offensively, as a shooter, scorer, and defender, as well as a slasher. He's a really nice card, and I have no issues at all with him at the number 1 spot at shooting guard. Small forward position, gonna go with Onyeka Okongwu at number 5. I have heard very nice things about this card. Jumper is apparently pretty darn solid. Defensively looks really, really nice, and just looks like a very, very solid card all the way around. A guy who can score the ball at a high level, and just like as a shooter, as a slasher, versatile defender, kind of does everything pretty well, it looks like, especially considering he's 6'10" with 7'1" wingspan. Like I said, people have said the jumper's nice, D-book dribble style, KD escape isn't bad. For a pink diamond, he's a very good looking card. Number 4, gonna go with Keegan Murray, who's a card that I never did a video on or anything, but is a very solid budget small forward in his own right. Very nice jump shot. His Opal last year was very hyped up because it was a buyable card in the player market with all the gambling cards that were out at that point in the year. This card's not quite as hyped, but he's really well rounded in terms of badges for an Opal. Only thing he's really missing is on-ball menace. And he's got good speed, good shooting, good slashing, and good all-around defense. Super solid card. I think you could switch him in a Congo if you wanted to, but I'm going with it like this for now because I know I'm a little more confident about Keegan Murray. Anton Jameson's going to be my number 3. Another card that I really like a lot. I love this card's movement. I think his jumper is really nice. I am a big fan of Anton Jameson in my team, and I think he's a really good card. To me personally, have no issues at all with him at the number 3 spot on this list. Definitely think he's a very nice option. Although again, just like Keegan Murray, he doesn't have half on ball menace, but I still like a lot of what the card provides. At the number 2 spot, we're going to go with Pink Diamond Michael Beasley. If this card has defensive badges added, he's number 1. As is, I still think he's number 2. I know the defense can be a little bit mediocre, but the offense is great. Jumper is super great. Movement, I mean, Garland dribble style, or Garland behind the back with Jalen Green dribble style is really what he's got, but it's good. You know what I mean? Especially with the jumper as good as his is and his fade being really good. He's just a stud. Michael Beasley's an awesome scorer. He's so good offensively and defensively holds his own as well. He's also an elite slasher with great slashing animation. So really good card. I'm going to go with Trevor Booker here at the number 1 spot on this list. I just think this card's a little more complete than Beasley. He's got more defense overall, though he doesn't have half on ball menace either, but he's got a bunch of good interior hoffs. Really a very versatile 6'8" small forward, 6'10" wingspan, great slasher, really good jump shot, and good speed, agility, vert, all that type of stuff. Really nice card, and I think he is absolutely deserving as well of a decent spot on this list. Trevor Booker feels like he's at the right spot here at number 1 at small forward, although I think you could make an argument for Beasley if you wanted to. Moving on to the power forward position. I just closed that and I shouldn't have closed that, my bad. Moving on to the power forward position, we have at number 5 Pink Diamond Khalil Ware, card who people have talked about for a while. He's been a great budget option for a while. Good shooter, good slasher, good defender. Doesn't do a ton off the dribble, but his jumper's nice. He's fast. He's just a versatile 6-7 footer at power forward. You know what I mean? Like, good card, does a lot of things well for a Pink Diamond especially. Eddie Curry, similar story. Very fast jumper, great size, nice player build, good finisher, good defender. Provides what you need at power forward with size, shooting, and defense, and that is a very valuable skill set to me, so I have no issues at all with him being placed there either. So I'm a big fan of Eddie Curry. Moving on, we have ourselves Nikola Vucevic here. Vuce is a little bit rare, is what I will say, as a heroic player from season 5, but he is, I mean, good jump shot, good defender, good release, solid, but a little bit slow, I would say, on the defensive end of the court is probably the only criticism I have, but I really like his shot a lot. I think he's a good card, man. I do. I think he's a very nice card, and I think I have no issues at all with him at the number 3 spot. Although I will say the power forward position is a little bit on the weaker end, probably. Miles Turner at number 2. I love this card's shooting and his defense. He is also pretty athletic, but his jumper is really nice. He's great defensively. He's a really good card as well, especially for an Opal. He's now under 50k MT as well with the season 6 super packs, and he's a really good card. But I don't think he's number 1 because I think Dino Raja has the player build advantage there. I think they're very similar cards. Both have nice jumpers. Both are good defenders. Dino's got a really nice player build though. Also a little bit more athletic as a finisher in my opinion. Very good cards. I think Dino and Miles are pretty easily your top 2 options here if you're looking to pick up power forwards for cheaper prices. I think those are the 2 guys I would absolutely target, and definitely think they're a decent chunk above the rest of this list, although I don't mind Vooch, Eddie Curry, or Khalil Ware either. Moving on to the center position, I'm going with JaVale McGee at number 5. Really, JaVale's only flaw is that his jumper is just not that great. Everything else about the card is really good, but he's got a slow jumper. It's a little bit baited. He is fast. He's a great slasher. He's got decent shooting ability in terms of the stats and badges, and he's really good defensively, but the jumper just doesn't cut it, plain and simple. That's the reason that I have him at the number 5 spot. Number 4 is going to be Vlade Divac, 7'1", mid 80 speed, decent shooter, like a solid card for sure. He does a good amount on both ends of the court. I think he's a well-rounded, solid option. You know what I mean? I have no issues at all with him at the number 4 spot on this list. He's just not spectacular defensively or a spectacular popper or something like that, but he kind of does everything pretty well. Moving on to the top three, I got Roy Hibbert at 3. This Hibbert card is really good besides his jumper. He's massive. He's got good speed, especially for a guy at his size. Defensively, he's super solid. In fact, I would say he's elite defensively, not just super solid. He's one of the best options in the game to counter guys like Wimby and Dikembe Mutombo, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even like a Yao Ming, guys like that. Like, he is one of your best options in terms of his size, athleticism, defense, all that type of stuff. But he does have his flaws. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that he doesn't have his flaws. The jumper is bad. I just think him being 7'2" is enough to overcome that. But I will say, to me personally, I prefer these other 2 cards more. Walker Kessler, not quite as big as Hibbert, but a better jumper, more confident shooting the ball with him. And he's a similarly elite defender, rebounder, athlete with 87 speed. He's smaller, yes, but he's going to be great defensively in his own right. And he's going to be a much more confident shooter, in my opinion. And I think that's the biggest gap to me for Walker Kessler. And it's the same exact thing you would say about Ivica Zubac as well. Very similarly, he's got maybe not quite as much size, but he's got great shooting, a really good jump shot. I did not realize how good Zubac's jump shot was until I tried it. It's actually really nice. He's a very, very good card. I have no issues at all with him at the #1 spot on this list. And I think as a whole, this is a really nice list. I think it's well put together. I think we got some really good cards on it across the board. Would love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section down below on this list. Again, point guards, Drew Holiday, Alex Caruso, Delano Banton, Dyson Daniels, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Shooting guards were Bilal Coulibaly, Jabari Smith, Montes Puzelis, Paul Millsap, and Ricky Davis. I closed the small forward tab accidentally, but that was Trevor Booker, Michael Beasley, Anton Jameson, Keegan Murray, and Onyeka Okongwu. Power forwards was Dino and Miles Turner, and then I feel like there's a decent gap to Vucevic, Eddie Curry, Khalil Ware, and then at center, obviously Zubac, Kessler, Hibbert, Vlade, and JaVale. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.